It's crispy around the edge and it's soft in the middle with the cream cheese. And it's got the fresh raspberries in it and the graham crackers. Hello OFT family. Today we are making the Valentine Wheel Challenge of Raspberry Cheesecake Cookies. Woo! Woo! These are gonna be good. So in this bowl I have 1 cup of softened butter. So to that I'm going to add 1/4 cup of light brown sugar, 3/4 cup of white sugar, and we're going to give that a mix. And you're going to mix this for just a few minutes to get it light and fluffy. Now that you got this butter and sugar all light and fluffy, you are going to add 1 full large egg and 1 egg yolk, both room temperature. In there. Make sure that's all incorporated. Then we are going to use a 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm using vanilla bean paste, but of course you could use vanilla extract, whatever you have. We need 1.5 teaspoons. Give that a mix. Then you are going to add your dry ingredients. So we've got baking soda, a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which essentially is just a pinch. And then we're gonna start adding our flour. I have 2 1/3 cup of regular all-purpose flour. So I'm gonna add this in batches, guys. I'm gonna do half, and then add the other half. And we'll use the other half in. There we go. All right, so now that you have your flour pretty much incorporated, there's still a little bit there, but we are going to add 1/2 cup of broken up graham crackers. Add that to the bowl. And you're just gonna fold that into the dough. You don't wanna overwork it, you just want it to all incorporate. And once you have the graham crackers incorporated, you are going to add 1/2 cup of roughly chopped raspberries. These are fresh raspberries, they're not frozen. I would suggest using fresh versus frozen because there's too much water in the frozen. And you are going to gently fold this in so you don't break up too much of the raspberries. You can see I'm just kind of folding everything over on itself as gently as I can. Okay, so what I did prior to mixing up this dough is I took 6 ounces of cream cheese and mixed it with 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, and I portioned out 20 teaspoon size balls and stuck these in the freezer. So they've been in the freezer for a couple hours now, and they are frozen. So how we're gonna do this is we're going to take a tablespoon scoop, and you're gonna make 20 on the cookie sheet. Okay, so I scooped out the entire batch of dough into tablespoon size balls on my cookie tray. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the ball and I'm gonna make a little divot in the middle, okay? And then you're gonna take one of your frozen cheesecake balls and you're gonna put it in the middle. Then you're gonna take another tablespoon sized ball and you are going to seal it up onto itself. Okay? Are we catching what I'm throwing here?
Strike right in the middle.
Strike, that's it. Okay, and you don't want to handle the cheesecake balls too much, and you're gonna have a chubby cookie, okay? That's what you want. So once you fill all of these, you are going to put them in the refrigerator to set up for at least an hour. You want them to be chilled, and once that time comes, we'll be back to finish them. We are back with our raspberry cheesecake cookies. So after I chilled them for about 45 minutes or so, I baked them in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes because they were so chilled. And then you let them sit on the cookie sheet for at least 10 or 15 minutes before you put them on a cooling rack. And then I took some crushed graham cracker and I put it on top as it was cooling on the sheet tray. So now it's time to taste this. Look, can you see this cookie? Look how pretty this cookie is. And it's stuffed with cream cheese. So let's break her open. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Do you see that, guys? Stuffed with cream cheese. All right, let's give her a try. That is so good. That is a delicious raspberry cheesecake cookie. Thank you, Corbin, for submitting that in our special Valentine wheel for our dish. Oh, some of the cream cheese is coming out. Guys, you have to make this. If you like the raspberry cheesecake cookies, you have to try it. It is delicious. It's crispy around the edge and it's soft in the middle with the cream cheese. And it's got the fresh raspberries in it and the graham crackers. It tastes just like a raspberry cheesecake, but in a cookie. As always, wherever you are today, you are loved, you are blessed, and you are part of our family table. Bye for now.